As we're pushing you, very gently, let your foot off the clutch, and then give it some gas and you'll be off.
Here we go. Ah, damn.
Tiger Woods has one, Arnold Palmer has 4, Jack Nicklaus has 6, and I have one. I'm wearing it. It's a green jacket. Of course, Woods, Palmer, and Nicklaus, they got theirs by winning the Masters. I got mine at JCPenney's. The veterans on this dog team know at Camp Dawkins, it's not necessarily a basketball shoe that's the shoe of choice. You'd be better off with a running shoe like this one. It's Montoursville with a 60-49 win. They pick up the Hershey Kiss and head to Chocolatetown to try to win a 3A state title. As for the Central Catholic girls, only 2 seniors. Everybody comes back. Central hopes to be back in the Eastern Final again next year. Picture this, if you can. One Philly fan sitting next to another, waiting for a bus maybe to go to the mall. Fan A, he's not smiling. Says to fan B, I thought they were going to be good this season. What has happened to the Phillies? Honestly, they've lost 5 in a row, 8 of their last 10. The Phillies, and yes, once again this year, we can call them, everybody, the Sillies. Here in the winner's circle, it's been the same team at Nazareth the last 2 years, the yellow and black of Target Ganassi Racing. Last year, it was Juan Montoya on this first place stand. In 1998, it was Jimmy Vassar. If they can do it again, they'll make history here at Nazareth. No clutch needed. I pushed the car with no trouble and help set up tires to be changed by the pros. The most important thing working in the pits is chemistry. I don't know how to drive stick.
Oh, no, no.
So they put me in there. I stalled 3 or 4 times. I got like 4 pit stalls out, and that was it. And they're like, you're going to ruin the car. You got to get out. The Phillies have won just 2 of their last 12 games. They are in need of a superhero to save them from the basement of baseball. Armed with a powerful arm, with the ability to sit down the best hitters, Curt Schilling, without his Superman cape, returned to the vet today to hopefully do what Mighty Mouse does, save the day. Schilling back on the hill 2 weeks sooner than scheduled after his right shoulder operation last December 13th. Top of the 4th, get out of here. Jim Edmonds takes Schilling deep with some help from the gusty winds at the vet. Same inning, Schilling against the home run king Mark McGwire. Schilling still got his stuff, strikes out Big Mac twice today. Top of the 6th, you can only beat Big Mac so many times, then this happens. Goodbye. 2-run homer, 8th of the season, 4-1 Cardinals. Schilling goes 6 innings, 7 hits, 4 earned runs, 8 strikeouts. Phillies came back last night doing it again today. In the 7th, Rob Ducey. Ground rule RBI double to make it a 4-3 game. But like last night, the Phillies lose by a run, 4-3. Yankees hosting Toronto today. Roger the Rocket Clemens on the hill. Great day for the Rocket. Getting it done. Bottom of the 6th, Shane Spencer with the shot. Oh boy, that one's long and it is gone. 2-run homer. Yankees win 7-1 this afternoon. Minor League Baseball, Harrisburg beats the R-Phils 8-5. People outside of the Reading Phillies in this area asked, can we support minor league sports? The Valley Dogs had some nice crowds last year in their USBL debut, but after the novelty wore off, would the crowd still be there? Last night, home opener, biggest crowd ever to watch the Dogs at Stable Arena, 4,500 fans. That makes a great statement to investors with a new arena coming in both Reading and Allentown that this area can support minor league sports. The Dogs had some revenge on their mind last night against Brooklyn. Darryl Dawkins' guys getting all fired up. They talked some smack earlier on. The Kings, the only team to beat the Dogs this year. Larry Ebney drops it in. The fine rookie, #1 draft pick this year for the Dogs. Ace Custis, the long jumper. He's known for knocking it down from the top of the key. Tell you what, they looked good last night. They had a big lead over Brooklyn, but Brooklyn did come back. Quan Johnson. This is so much like Quan. That's what he loves to do, the little fadeaway drawback jumper. The Dogs win 102-93 and are now 3-1 on the young season. Not much time to celebrate, however. The Valley Dogs in New Jersey tonight to play the Shorecats at 7:30. The Dogs return home on Friday. The Sixers are home tomorrow night with a chance to end their best-of-5 game series with Charlotte. Sixers beat the Hornets Friday night, take a 2-1 edge. In the win, Allen Iverson added another injury to his long list. The answer has a chip fracture in his right ankle, but is expected to play.
This many injuries in 1 year.
NBA playoffs today. The New York Knicks looking to sweep Toronto. How about Vince Carter? He struggled in this series, struggled today, but he did have that slam right there to put the Raptors up by 1. Marcus Camby with the putback slam. Now watch Latrell Sprewell. Simmer down. Simmer down. with a dunk. The Knicks up by 5. Knicks up 2 under 20 seconds to play. LJ, Larry Johnson, the three-pointer, and watch, he'll give us his sign. There it is, the LJ sign. The Knicks move into the next round. They win 87-80. The rest of the NBA scores on the ticker. Well, the Flyers are wishing it was Christmas time. Why? That's when the Nutcracker is performed. The Flyers need to crack the Penguins goalie Ron Tugnut. 2 games, only 1 Flyer goal. The Flyboys down 2-0 in the best-of-7 series. Game 3 Tuesday night in Pittsburgh. So how do you crack that nut?
Well, I think we're not getting a lot.
Okay, this is the 14th hole in the red course, and what's challenging about this is that it has everything you'd want from a golf hole. It has sand trap, got water, it has rough, there's boulders to negotiate, there's a stone trap. Our fairway is uphill, and we're hitting to an elevated green.
Sounds like a very difficult par 5 hole. If you haven't caught on already, we're only talking miniature golf here, but the new Putting University course on Route 309 sounds like and looks a lot like the same problems you'd run into on any real golf course.
It was a lot of fun. The sand traps gave me a lot of trouble, but we made it to the end.
I started out pretty good, but at the end, 14th hole especially, it was pretty hard. You hit the sand traps a lot.
All right, on the difficult par 5, hole 14, Marty Gaiman's second shot. Marty just outside of the water in the rough. The pin elevated to his right. Marty Gaiman double eagles the hole.
Well, that was a lucky shot from me. If you watch me going around all this course, you would see that I'll go 6 in one hole and 2 the next hole. And I just happened to be the one I hit the 2, but it felt great. It felt good.
It feels good having a lot of fun at Putt U, the Harvard of miniature golf courses. In Center Valley, Phil Shaner, Channel 69 Sports. I felt like I was signing my life away for a while, but it's the risk you take in order to get a rare opportunity to be a passenger in a NASCAR Craftsman truck.
It'll go on a little snug at first, but we want to see how it's going to feel around the crown of your head.
First things first, however, the gear. I got fitted for my helmet and threw on my race suit, and I was all ready for a ride of a lifetime.
Bring your other leg in.
Wow, that's a new way.
Okay, we've invented a new way.
That's the Dale Earnhardt way.
So I had some trouble getting into the truck. It's not like I do this for a living, but Ron Hornaday does, and he's pretty darn good at his job. Second in points. Ron told me, well, just read the license plate, and that's what I did.
I should say this track is real tough to drive. It's 3 extinct different corners. Turn 1 is like almost a flat foot. You can almost get through there flat-footed, and then turn 2 is you got to roll through there and make it a real long sweeper. And that's the corner you want to get your truck set up for, is try to get off that corner to get down the hill into turn 3. And turn 3 is just one of them hard braking, hang on, get it turned to come back up there, and hopefully have a lot of horsepower to pull up that front straightaway.
At this point, my body just inches away from crashing into the wall, going 110 miles per hour. Must be honest with you, my first thought was maybe the youth baseball story would have been a better assignment for me today, or should I say a safer one. But all kidding aside, this was just awesome. And now I know what an in-car camera really feels like.
This is the neatest program Chevrolet's ever done to let the fans, the media, know about how a truck feels and how close you get to them walls and see what it feels like. A lot of people ask you, why do you go to a truck race? Well, jump in and find out. It's pretty exciting.
The Palestra opened for business in 1927. Lafayette has played on this hardwood 16 times and has never walked out a winner. Not many visiting teams have. Penn is 22-6 in the last 3 seasons in this landmark arena. Lafayette's Brian Burke nailed a three-pointer Saturday night, ending a 46-year winless drought at Princeton. He did it again last night. This jumper from the corner put Lafayette up 76-74 with 40 seconds left. Penn answered with Michael Jordan with 23 seconds left. He nailed this shot to tie the game at 76. So now Lafayette controlled the ball and the clock to get the final shot or go to overtime.
We wanted to try to get Brian Burke the ball like in the high post area and let him work out and maybe hit a back door and set some screens for the guys that were hot, Tyson and Brian.
That's what they wanted to run, but Brian Burke was called for traveling with 8 seconds to play.
Turns, looks, whistle, and they're going to call a walk. Oh, they call traveling on Brian Burke. Toombs now. Jordan up in the front court. Michael Jordan fires. Gets it.
Penn wins on a shot that looked a lot like the Chicago Bulls' Michael Jordan's final shot of his career that beat the Jazz in the NBA Finals. Penn wins 80-76.
And I didn't want to scramble. I just thought that we're going to go with Tyson, and he's a very good defensive player. I thought he did a good job of containing. Michael Jordan just hit a big-time shot in that situation, and good players do that.
We can't wait to start the league. It's like a brand new season all over again. So we're looking forward to repeating as champs.
The monkey is still on. Lafayette's back. They still have not won here at the Palestra. But now their focus shifts to the Patriot League. They start their play Sunday at home against Navy. In Philadelphia, Phil Shaner, 69 Sports. These are the feet of a field goal kicker. The feet happen to belong to a girl. Meet Samantha Smith, a Becca High junior. She is 6 for 8 on extra points in 2 games this year. Samantha played her first game 2 weeks ago at Lansdale Catholic.
I got out there and the crowd was cheering for me under the lights, and I saw my mom out there smiling, and of course I was nervous, but I knew I had to go out there and do what I had to do just to prove myself.
She has proven herself in a boys' world of football.
I mean, she gets treated like everybody else, you know. I mean, she has trouble realizing that she's a girl and she's on a guy's team, but I mean, Coach Stem doesn't hold back on her, and no one else does. We kid around with her a lot.
I love the fact that girls on the team, they joke around with me and try and harass me, but it doesn't get to me because I know they're just joking around and stuff.
Well, here's how the story goes. Bob Stem needed someone to kick. No one on his team could do it, so he took a short walk up to the soccer field and asked the Becca soccer players if any of those players would be interested in kicking the ball through the uprights. No one responded, and that's when he discovered Samantha Smith.
So somebody said, there's a good girl on the soccer team, the girls soccer, you know, and she can kick the ball real well, Samantha Smith. I said, send her down. She put the ball through the uprights, we'll use her. Because we had no one that was consistent. You know, they were spraying it all over. And she just kind of bumps it through, you know, she makes it through, and that's all you want.
Samantha comes to practice every day and practices bumping the ball through the uprights, while the guys, well, they run through their football stuff on the other side of the field. The soccer player says there's really not a big difference between kicking a round soccer ball and the good old pigskin.
I step the same way with my plant foot, and it's just the ball spins different, but it's pretty easy.
What do her teammates think of the job she's doing?
Yeah, she's doing a pretty good job, so as long as she makes them all.
No real pressure in that statement, right? Samantha hopes all her kicks this year are picture perfect. At Becca High, Phil Shaner, 69 Sports.